Competition is happening. We are now at the stage 5, which is the semi-final. Today on this stage, 19 brightest talents will be stepping on this stage to perform to secure their tickets to the final. The grand finale of this competition will take place on the 7th December 2025, in the next 2 weeks. These 19 contestants, they are one of the finest. We started this competition with about 132 contestants, but through these stages, after battles, after stages, and after rounds, we now have the top 19 contestants, and only 10 of them will be performing in the final. So, which is to say, 19 of these contestants will go home today. It's another heartbreaking day because it's just a competition. But I promise you, all of them, they are champions for even coming to this stage. For imagine in the semi-final alone, it's a big victory. For them to step on this stage alone is also a victory. So we congratulate the 19 contestants that will be performing today. We wish them all the best with all the creativity and talent they have for us today. So this stage is a global stage. We are not alone here. We have large audience who are watching us from every part of the world, across the country. This competition has given these contestants what has never been given to them: opportunity for them to be better, to improve, and to step on the global stage. And that is why these contestants will never be what they were before. They are automatically and forever different. What we are doing here is creativity. This kind of competition has never happened before. This is unprecedented. It is a unique competition that we appreciate the sacrifice, the effort we put to see we set a new beginning in the history of poetry competition globally. And that is why today it's a special day as well. We'll be introducing these contestants and introduce the new rules on how to qualify to the final. But before we begin the competition, our hearts go to the families of the kidnapped girls and all the families affected by various forms of insecurity in our country. In the wake of insecurity, fear and despair in our country, we refuse to be defined by these challenges. Despite our challenges, we can still have this program. We can still showcase the good things we have. This part of the world, we are not defined by insecurity. We are defined by talents and creativity. And that is why today, despite the situation in our country, we are here today to tell the world what Nigeria is made of, because we have so many good stories to share. Our headlines should not only be about insecurity, but should be about creativity and the young talents we have today. And we are just creating the headline today. So I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the competition today. But before I go, I would like to appreciate our official partners, especially the NG Eagle Airline, for supporting this competition, and also acknowledge our co-sponsors like the Auda Nepad, the Agency for African Development, the Lamidon Kasana Foundation, Vinicius International, and all other co-sponsors in this competition, and all our team that have supported us. And also to you, the audience, who have been consistent in this competition, showing up every week, participating and voting and cheering and encouraging these contestants. So we would like to thank you for staying with us. Thank you so much. And I will be back to tell you about our new rule for today. But before then, we have something amazing for you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you back.
rasa ka a daina batuna an rufe babina.
Wanda ya so jin labarina ya zo gunki zauna.
Babu abin da ya buya a kaina ka san duka sirrina.
Tun haduwar mu baki mini karya ba.
Ai tun haduwar mu ba kai mini karya ba masoyina. She's just a girl.
Ta samu sauki idan kika wuce gurina, dole ne in matso in ce miki ji mana.
Kai ne kira ka juyo zuciyata ta samu sauki idan kuka wuce gurina, dole ne kuna matso na ce maka ta mana.
Kai ne kira ki juyo zuciyata ta samu sauki
idan kuka wuce gurina, dole ne kuna matso na ce maka ta mana.
Na dace, na samu abar kwatanci.
Na dace, mun dace, zuciya tuni ta tantance.
Dole ne dai murna, na samu farin ciki na.
Haka ne dole mi ta murna, domin mun dace da juna.
Ki ne kira ki juyo, zuciyata ta samu sauki idan kika wuce wurina, dole ne in matso in ce miki ji mana. Dole na yo dankin faɗo manufata.
Amma zaki soro in fara za ka yi mani horo.
Lalala ba zan miki horo ba, aure na kin kaminci.
Kai ne kira ka juyo zuciyata ta samu sauki idan kuka wuce wurina, dole ne kuna matso na ce maka ta mana.
Da babu yanzu mun samu ai dole ne in rike ki. Samu sauki idan kika wuce gurina, dole ne in matso in ce miki ji mana. Idan kika wuce gurina, dole ne in matso in ce miki ji mana.
Fuskar ka shauki na da kama ne.
Haka ni ma in na zauna kullum sai na yi ta tunani.
Karka canja rayuwa gani ne da kai kan sauni.
Rabana za mi godewa gashi ni da ke mun dace.
Kira ka juyo zuciyata ta samu sauki idan kuka wuce gurina, dole ne kuna matso na ce maka ta mana.
Duba ni kalle ni gaba ta ciwo.
Adina wasa karka sani a cikin jama'a na yi wayo.
Na ji yau a jikina kika ce mini za ki yi kuka.
Ni ma da wasa ne ma zuciyarka ta kwana da shauki.
Ki ne kira ki juyo zuciyata ta samu sauki idan kika wuce gurina, dole ne in matso in ce miki ji mana.
All right, thank you so much, Yusuf Karkasara. Before he takes his leave, ina so na gabatar muku da Yusuf Karkasara wanda shine ya rera wannan waka. Fitaccen mawaki ne a Kannywood, ya daɗe yana fafatawa. Wani sako zaka gaya ma 'yan jihar Katsina da masu kallon mu baki daya?
Assalamu alaikum. Katsina gari na ne nima ai. Yawwa, tunda duk garin da kake zuwa a kowane lokaci ake ma'amala arziki to ya zama garinka. Abin da zan cewa wanda duk suka taru a nan wannan taro da aka tara, to Allah ya shi mai da kowa gida lafiya, kuma ina farin ciki sosai da yadda mutanen Katsina suke nuna mun soyayya. Allah ya bar zumunci.
So muna godiya Yusuf Karkasara.
Na gode.
So Allah ya tsara hanya.
Amin,
Muna
ya Allah.
godiya. Thank you
Amin,
so
ya-
much.
Amin, amin.
So now let's get going. Let's start the business of today. Like I said, today is the semi-final. Today we have 19 contestants that are lined up, and only 10 of them will go to final. Out of these 10, 5 of them will be scaled through by the judges, and 5 of them by the audience. We have 5 teams. We have Team A, Team B, Team C, Team D, and E. And each of these teams, only one from each team will qualify automatically through the judging criteria, but one more will also scale through to the final through the audience votes. And what makes this competition unique is that audience have equal share in deciding who progress to the next stage or not. And I want to thank the audience for bringing back amazing contestants from the quarterfinal. So many amazing talents have returned. They were returned back by the audience. I want to thank you, the audience, for making that happen, for reigniting the dreams and the hope of these great talents. And today, you still have the chance to also help these contestants, for those that may not make it today, to come back. One thing to note is that if you are not automatically passed through the judging criteria, you can still perform in the final if the audience vote for you. And that is why today we are introducing a new set of rules that will guide how this progression is going to happen. Just as this competition was initially designed from the semi-final, we are going to bring an independent panel of judges for the first time in this competition to rate and score the performances and aggregate the scoring of each contestant to get an average score. And for each team, we're going to have a ranking and a total score to identify who wins in each team. And to help us do this judging, we have incredible set of judges who are with us today, and it's my privilege to invite our judges that will do the judging job for the entire team for the first time in this competition. It's my honor to invite the first judge for today. He is an associate professor from English department of Umar Musa Yar'Adua University, Katsina. He holds BA, MA, PhD in English literature. He has published widely in globally reputable journals. He has presented in various international conferences. He is an editor. He is a reviewer of various journals and books. He is a member of International Society for Oral Literatures of Africa. He is a member of English Scholars Association. He is a member of West African Association for Commonwealth Literatures, Writers. He was the Deputy Dean Faculty of Humanity. He was the HOD of English Department. He is currently a member of the Governing Council of Umar Musa Yar'Adua University, Katsina. He is also the Director, School for Continuing Education. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce the first judge for today, who does not belong to any team, whose job is just to score and rate every performance fairly and independently. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Associate Professor Shamsuddin Bello. This independent panel of judges are three. The second person is one of our own. He is a member of the Readers' Hub. He has been a passionate audience in this competition. His name, before his name, but let me tell you who he is. He is a poet himself. He's a book critic. He's a literacy advocate, passionate about helping young people to discover the power of words. His writings have appeared in national outlets including the Daily Trust, the Daily Nigeria, and through his work, especially in the Readers' Hub, he has supported community-based reading initiatives and youth programs that nurture creativity, leadership, and learning. He has been a mentor to great poets that have excelled in this state and entire northern Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the reader. His name is Mr. Faisal Muti Kurfi. Thank you so much, Faisal Muti Kurfi. You may now take your seat. And now, all the way from Kaduna State, she is a spoken poetry artist. She is a podcaster, event planner, interviewer. She is the author of the book she just gave me, which is a collection of short stories titled Shades of Becoming. She writes for Daily Trust newspaper. She wrote the script for the first ever Abuja street play for art vocacy. She is a fellow of Ebedi International Writers Residency. She is the fellow of Imodoya Writers Residency. She is the recipient of one of the most highest ranking awards in Nigeria. She was awarded as the Arewa Rising Literary Star. She organized many literary events. She organized the Nigerian Poetry Festival. She is the chairperson of Hilltop Creative Arts Foundation, Kaduna State. And she's the chairperson of the Creative Writers Club, ABU Zaria. She is a speaker, she is a judge, she is a panelist. She is the creative director of SL Studios. What an honor and privilege to have these amazing talents in our presence today, who will also join the team of judges today. Each of these judges have some set out criteria, 5 criteria. Each criterion has 20 marks. We aggregate the two and get the average, and then winner emerges. But this lady I'm going to bring on the stage, she's amazing talent, and I'm going to tell you how amazing talent she is. She's going to prove it. She is going to demonstrate it by stepping on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, help me make welcome to the stage Hanifa Abdurrahman. Hanifa Abdurrahman, thank you so much for honoring our invitation. We are happy to have you here. Thank you so much for coming. I want to hand over the microphone to you and show us something you got before you take your seat. Thank you so much, Hanifa. The floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. You forgive my voice because Kassina has given me kata, but I still love Kassina. So I'm just going to do a very, very short verse from a poetry performance I had. I know there are a lot of contestants here, and some of them are nervous, and it is where we always are when we want to give performances or when we want to contest. So I'm just going to give this short verse just to encourage them. And here it goes. Kuna jina, akwai wani lokaci da kaman ku, I was something in the dark, letting the shadows of doubt hover, sending screeches through my arteries, like I mean nothing to me. But then it came to me that I am the best of me. I am more beautiful than the 7 oceans of beauty. I alone can crack the barricades, the cages that put me in between my winning and myself. So in this place, there is no room for doubt. In this place, there is no room for perfection, but imperfect perfections. So for this poetry competition, dear competitors, please live to win and live to lose. Your most competitive person is you. Thank you. So this one is particularly for them. And then this morning, I scribbled something very, very short. And it goes like this. Nacheba, I have a story for you. Labarin soyayya a angon soyayya. The story of Yasmin and Yasser. And here is where love found the words magic, tragic, and saddest. Yasser comes with the JAB's King Hadu Kaman Hadari. And classic Kumatun Tatai soft Kaman cushion. These are words he paints on Yasmin to scream his love for her emotion. But then Yasmin worries that her mama wouldn't let her marry a boy she described as Maran Sokin Kai. Yasser say, wallahi for you zan zama mai sokin kai. In ba kai ba, sai rijiya. He proved all he could, but Yasmin's mother said he couldn't. So, gashi ga rijiya. And that is how their love story ended. And for my final piece, it's titled Deity. I am my people's deity. My mother's sacredness, my opposition's sacrilege. When they ask you, tell them that I am the color that gives life to fire. I am the coming tsunami. Tell them of me, the termite who doesn't dwell with its kind but rules, the hunger for pain, the benefactor of the black race and beyond. I am the abandonment of the now without the then. Tell them of me, the splashes of pride of every soul that has tasted the honeyed magma of the tundra's volcano. I am the smile of the 7 heavens. Who are you if you're not of the black race? Thank you.
Hanifa, you are going the other way to get your seats. Thank you so much, Hanifa. Help me hold this. So, these are our judges for today, and their job is simple: to judge the performance that we are going to have today. And I'm going to call the criteria that we are going to be using today, so that everyone will be aware of the instructions. So we have content and theme, which is going to take 20 marks. We have language and imagery. It's also going to take 20 marks. We have structure and form, also 20 marks. We also have emotional impact, 20 marks. We also have performance and delivery, also 20 marks. So the entire score is over 100. So each contestant will be judged based on these criteria. And after each performance, there will be short remark from our judges, and then they will tally the scores, and our master collectors who will aggregate the scoring and give us a winner for each stage, for each team. So after each team performance, we are going to announce the winner, who will automatically go to the final. But the remaining contestant in that team will be thrown to the audience, which means only you, audience, can bring only one more from each team. So, without much ado, I would like to invite Team A, who will be performing, and only one of them will now immediately get to the final, but their performance will determine which one of them will go straight to the final. But the remaining ones will be thrown to the audience vote. In Team A, we have 4 contestants, and I would like to line them up here on the stage for you guys to see them and to remember them. And then we call them one after the other for their performance. Ladies and gentlemen, from Team A, I want to give you Zainab Lawal Kabir. Zainab Lawal Kabir, aka Siama Chronicles, the hijabi poet. After Siama Chronicles, it's my honor also to invite Usman Abubakar Eradua Vas. We also have in this team, Team A, Hajara Abdu Haromashi, Echoes of Hajja. And then we have Maryam Musa Muhammad, aka Dr. Maryam. What a day today. Can I see the 4 of them? These are the contestants lined out from Team A. And unfortunately today, only one of them will go to final directly, immediately today. But one more from you guys, audience, you can send another one to the final through your votes. But we don't know who will that be until they all individually perform. But remember, this is just the competition. But let's just get here quick words from this amazing talent. I cannot imagine this competition without any one of you, because you've been amazing in this competition. Siama Chronicle, what word do you have for your audience? And pass the microphone across.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All I have for my audience is thank you so very much. I've been voted for the 3rd time, I think, and this might be maybe it might be the end of the contest for me, but still I'm overwhelmed. I'm so happy that I have people that are interested and they see what I do as something worth of voting. Thank you so very much.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Thank you very much everyone. We really appreciate with your support, your guidance, your advices. Oh, we really appreciate. Oh, you know, to me, every time is a surprise. So today also is a surprise.
Always is a surprise. Echoes of Hajjah, the girl on fire.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank all the audience that came here. I really appreciate because they voted me back, and inshallah I'll give you that fire today.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. All I have for my audience is a big thank you for the support, motivation, and inspiration I've been having. And I promise you guys, there will be a surprise also. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The three of you, you may now take your leave and leave only Siama Clinicals on the stage. I will invite you one after the other. Siama Clinical, her other nickname is also the Hijabi Poet. Her performance today is titled, I Am Gen Z. Siama Clinicals, open the floor for us. You are indeed Gen Z. The floor is yours.
رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي عمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Respected elders, my dear brothers and sisters, I welcome all of you with the Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May the peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon all of you. Light, camera, action. I am Gen Z of a different dimension, a daughter of the digital world, born between notifications and neglect. But the world we scroll isn't just vibes, it's a crossroad, one lane to Jannah and the other to Jahannam. And every post, every click, every friend is a step forward towards your lane of choice. I am Gen Z. I've seen Gen Zs use this space to create goodness. Legacy. I've seen Gen Zs use this space to create goodness, faith, legacy, innovation, and reflection. I am Gen Z. I am Gen Z of a different dimension. Still vibing, still writing, still creating, still online like you, but in a different dimension. I am Gen Z of a different dimension. And that's why they ask me, who are you? And I say, I'm the echo of my mother's prayer at dawn, the laughter in my friend's voice when I finally dance off beat, the late night tears that I dried up on my own shoulder, the 100 times I slept, the 100 times I fell, the one time I stand strong, tall, alive, unapologetically me. So, who am I? I'm the story still be written, and tonight I'm the author, the ink, and the voice. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Siama Clinical, Zainab Lawal Kabir, for that great performance. Our judges are already taking note of your performance and doing the scoring. But while they're doing that, let's get to hear one comment from the judges. A quick feedback from the judges. You can grab the microphone now and begin. Let me invite Prof. Shamsuddin to pass your quick feedback to Siama based on her performance just now.
Assalamu alaikum. I'd like to begin with a general note on behalf of the judges. We are here on a blind judging system. We're here because we are disinterested in the contestants, not because we're not interested in poetry or in the poets, but because we're supposed to be disinterested as judges. We are here because we are expected to score them, and we are expected to develop an aggregate based on us. So we are going to target a more objective, not an attached criteria to what they have done. We are here because we don't know the contestants, because competitions of this nature does not allow us to know the contestants. We are not supposed to know the contestants in order for our judgment not to be clouded, and in order for us to deliver a more objective perspective of what they have done. We will judge the pieces, not the poets. We will judge the delivery, not the emotions, and we'll judge the impact, not the claptrap. That is what we are here to do. And on Siama's Chronicles piece, and it's a lot of good sides. And let me begin with choice of the theme. She's a Gen Z herself, and she declares it unequivocally. She is Gen Z, and she tells us who Gen Zs are. Because remember her opening lines, the notifications and the distractions. These are antithesis. Notifications and distractions. Antithesis, use of antithesis there. And Gen Z generation today are mostly carried away by notifications from time to time, 1 minute, 30 seconds checking their phone, and as a result, that comes a distraction. So it's good that a Gen Z person has actually admitted this sort of distraction that comes with her generation. And I like the emotional touch associated with the piece. She was at some point emotional, and I like her use of rhyme and rhythm. Generally, the intonation pattern is very good, and I like her good command of the English language for our own level and for the sake of this competition. But like all pieces, and there are areas that she can do better. Number one is if you observe, there are disruptions in thoughts. Often we rely on our memory, and just the time that we needed that memory to be on our side, it fails us. So there are instances of disruptions in thoughts that affected her flow, and that affected her message, and that left us wondering what is it that she wanted to say. But generally, it's a good choice of theme. It's a good performance. Yeah. Thank you, Siama.
Yeah, thank you so much. Because of these lengthy comments, so we just save time, but when we come, Faisal Mudi Kulfi, we now give the next comment for the next contestant. But if you keep it short, then we can go around, but because of time factor. But Siama Clinical, Zainab Law, Kabir, you now wait behind and wait until the remaining team members have performed, and then you hear the verdict based on the just scoring that just happened now. Let's appreciate Siama Chronicles. He was previously the king, or rather you are king. He also became the DPO, the police officer, who said even mosquitoes, when they went to bite policemen, they will salute before they bite them small. You can imagine that. His name is Usman Abubakar Eradua Vas. He is coming on the stage for another performance titled Hausa Fulani. I will immediately vacate this stage and see what Usman Abubakar Eradua has for us this morning. Wherever you are, the floor is yours.
Me go daki, in wore jam, in fini jam. Shin, me yasa kuke rugawa na taho? Kun manta da ni dan uwanku ne? I remember when I was a child, we used to sing a song every morning before going to class, greeting the 5 working days, one national dream. We sang it clearly, loudly, with innocent voices. One nation bound in freedom, peace, and unity. But where is the peace? Where is the unity? Perhaps someone has stolen the unity, because since I grew up, I have never seen it among us. When the Makiari killed the Manumi, the house of Aitut Fulani, without knowing they are one family. Take me back to the olden days. Lokacin da makwabci ke zama kamar dan uwa, lokacin da Hausa Fulani muka yi rayuwa kamar 'yan gida ɗaya. Take me back to the days when we brought out food and make dandali together. mu zauna mu kunna wuta mu bara gyaɗa mu sha fura da nono mu yi taɗi mu yi fira. Take me back to the days lokacin da makwabci ke zama kamar ɗan uwa. Take me back the olden days lokacin da Hausa Fulani mukan zama 'yan uwa. Take me back to the days lokacin da 'yan Hausa Fulani za su yi laifi ka hukunta 'ya'yansu mahaifinsu ya zo gida ya maka godiya. Because at that time, discipline means love and correction means connection. But that is the olden days. But today everything changed. People now judge all Fulani as bandits, forgetting that we have the Fulani philosophers, Fulani sociologists, Fulani psychiatrists. And why? Why are we killing ourselves? Me yasa muke kashe junanmu? Shin, I ask you, wace irin rayuwa muke yi? Muna yin rayuwa kamar dabbobi, sometimes worse than animals. Ko kare makaskacin dabba yana jin tausayin dan uwan shi kare. Ku sani ko jaki yana jin tausayin dan uwan shi jaki, amma mu wace irin rayuwa muke yi? Muna yin rayuwa kamar dabbobi, ana kashe mu ba mu san laifin da muke yi ba, su ma wa'anda suka kashe mu ba san me muka yi masa ba. Ku tuna wannan ƙasa ce ta Hausa da Fulani, and I want to tell you a one word. Ku sani ba cewa ba dukkan Fulani bane 'yan ta'adda. Fulani an san mu da al'ada. If we forget our culture, let me remind you this small. Fulani an san mu da kima da soyayya da halacci da aminci da mutunci, babu ruwanmu da batulci. An riga an san mu da kara da sanin ya kamata. So today I say, without fear in my throat, without fear in my voice, ku zo mu haɗa kai mu zama 'yan uwanmu ɗaya, tsintsiya maɗaurin mu ɗaya, babu ruwanmu da faɗa ko kyara. Babu kyara, babu tsana, babu kyama a tsakaninmu. Together we will rise, inshallah.
Together we will rise, inshallah. Said Awakar Usman Eradua Vas. Thank you so much for bringing creativity, uniqueness all the time in this competition. Come forward and distinguish yourself from your performance. Hey, you've been so many caps. Come forward. You are part of this team all the time. Just a step, mind the gap. Are you the contestant? Just stay like this. All right, great. Vas, you've done very well. I'm sure our judges are busy scoring your performance, but let me get one of them, Faisal Mudi Kurfi, to pass a quick feedback based on your performance, while the remaining judges are computing your score based on this performance. So, Mr. Faisal, what do you have to say?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Prof, I can see you are still standing next to the emir. So, thank you very much, Malam Usman. That was a very good performance. And I think I really loved it, especially the theme, considering how Hausa Fulani are being portrayed worldwide. So I think it's a very good fit for this occasion. And I really love your outfit and the performance of the audience. And I think you used all the team members effectively, because there wasn't any redundant member of the team. So it conveyed the message, effectively to the audience. So one thing I really love, I think, when you use take me back repeatedly, that is the use of anaphora. It takes me back to the I Had a Dream speech by Martin Luther King Jr. So I think it's a very good one, and I like it. So I think this is the feedback I have for the performance. Thank you.
Okay, if there is something I love about performance entrances, is the creativity. When you came in, I was like, okay, I can't wait to see what this boy is bringing on. I love your use of language. I love your attire. I always tell contestants that your dressing is part of your poetry performance.
Thank you, man.
In as much as creatives, we are always flawed one way or the other. Our learning is unending. So I'm very sure you've seen a lot of DK Chukwumereji and others, because I can see some traits of performances. I love the performance.
Thank
and
you.
keep on learning. It never ends.
Thank you, ma'am.
So much, Hanifa Abdurrahman, and thank you so much, Usman Abubakar Eradua, for all what you've been doing. Judges have noted your performance and your score is being imputed, but we don't know what's going to be the outcome from your team until the remaining two of your team members have performed just now. For the meantime, we thank you and ask you and your team to wait just behind the stage for that moment. Thank you so much, everyone, all of you. Hausa Fulani, Azona lafiya. Ke ma Fulani ce? Ko ke ba Hausa ce? The fire is about to ignite once more on this stage. Without saying her name, once you hear the word fire, you know it's the working of the audience. Audience, you've been bringing back this fire back on the stage, and you get what you ask for. You bring back the fire, and the fire is ready for you. This fire is contained in echoes of Hajjah. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you for the next performance, second to the last performance in Team A, Hajara Abdu Haromashi, for her performance titled In Unity We Became One Nation. It's now time to ignite the fire, engulf this stage. Just now, the girl on fire.
Assalamu alaiki ya ki masoyiyana. Ya kike da yawa kwana biyu. Na zo maki da wani albishir. Babana ya ce gobe zai zo neman man aurenki. To ki je ki di mamma.
Assalamu alaikum. Mama ina wuni? Da mama daman wannan wanda yake zuwa wurina ne ya ce zai turo. Sunan shi Olamide Taufiki. Mama baban shi ne bai rabawa. A'a mama.
Mai gida! Mai gida!
Aka yi da jiki kira ta kira na ina waje ne.
Ta kawo mana bayan rabe.
Bayan rabe a gidana?
Eh!
Kai ba zai yi ba, ai ni na riga na ba waɗannan Malam Salisu limamin masallacin mai da.
To kin dai jin ubanki dai bai canza magana.
Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. I am not Hausa, they are Hausa. I am not Fulani, they are Fulani. I am not Igbo, they are Igbo. I am not Yoruba, they are Yoruba. I am Nigeria.
To mu Hausawa, ai za mu iya daga wannan. Duk ƙarfin mu a ce ba za mu iya daga wannan ba. Je kawai. Gaskiya ba za mu iya ba.
Mu fa makiyaya ne kande. Muna da ƙarfi sosai. Za mu iya daga wannan tutai. Mu tafi. Wayo kai kan da aradu wannan tuta ta nauyi gare ta. Kai wannan tuta za mu iya daga ta wo. Mu daga. Kai wayo Allah wannan tuta da nauyi take mu bata.
You people cannot do it. Oh, we carry greatness from our forefathers. Let us show them. Say, we too sabi, we don't need anybody. We alone can do it.
They say we are one Nigeria, but tell me, why does my tribe sound like a crime in certain places? Why our policy is not made for a nation, but for the people within a nation? Every tribe bears a wound. We have mistaken diversity for division, but I ask you, what has hatred ever built in this nation? I saw a young Hausa girl who had fallen for a Yoruba man, kind and full of grace. He respected her, cherished her, and listened even to her silence. But when she told her parents, the air changed and the parents refused. The flag fell not because the wind was strong, but because the hands that hold it had let it go. The Hausa says, they tried strong and proud, but Nigeria is too heavy for one tribe. The Yoruba came, they say, let us try. Our forefathers carried greatness. They pulled but couldn't. The Igbo came and the Fulani as well. Still, the pole shook. In the north, Hausawa sun ce kabilanci shine ya jawo mana ci baya a Nigeria. While from the west, the Yoruba says, Seri oro tribalism, omolo suade ibitawa linini orile dewa Nigeria. While from the grassroots, the full they say, kohil mito ungum onje mito inta Nigeria. Nigeria is not a tribe, Nigeria is a nation. They say we are different because our tongues twist in many tones, but the pain of hunger sounds the same in every tribe. They call it leadership, but is it leadership when a leader sees only his own? We walk the same soil, yet some are treated like strangers in their own land, not because they cannot lead, but because their names are different. A Bahaushe with first class watched a lesser qualified person rise because he speaks the language of the honors. An Igbo girl built a future, but the system breaks it because the leader says, Batamu bache, shum. Laifi ne rashin kasancewa daga kabilar wanda ke kan mulki. Our leaders forget that Nigeria is not theirs to share like inheritance. Nigeria belongs to us. We, the northerners, the southerners, the easterners, and the westerners. They say we are one Nigeria, but when it's time to share opportunity, it's Yoruba here, Igbo there, and Hausa over there. In the days of the 90s, they gathered Umar Musa Adua from Katsina, Nnamdi Azikiwe from Onitsha, and Obafemi Awolowo from Ikenne. They sat not as tribe but as visionaries. They didn't build with division, they built with unity. They joined hands together and make Nigeria a proud country. Still, today, we remember them. A lokacin ne ba a tambaya Hausa ne ko Yoruba. What mattered was integrity, not origin. A lokacin ne da ɗan arewa da ɗan kudu suke tafiya hannu da hannu. A lokacin ne kowa ke goyon bayan kowa. A lokacin ne da ɗan arewa da ɗan kudu suke tafiya hannu da hannu. Nigerians, today, I told you, let's join hands together and pull off Nigeria. Still, in the north, Sir Ahmed Bella's legacy calls for unity, while from the west, Nnamdi Azikiwe's spirit still echo peace. Yayin da Obafemi Awolowo daga Yarbawa ya gira mu ga haɗin kai ga progress, and Umar Musa Yar'adua jagoran zaman lafiya. Should I tell you why Nigeria is not moving forward? It's because we let tribe bribe our mind. Suwaye kan kujeru, not the brightest, not the ready, but someone who knows someone who knows someone. Nigeria, say the connection. Baka the connection ko kurwarka ba ta shiga cikin selection. Thank you.
Abada de tribalism. Tribalism manfa. Tribalism manfa. Tribalism manfa. Tribalism manfa ibanuje ati jalari àwọn èèyàn. Imanfa àìsowọ́pọ̀ àti àìmọ́kànpọ̀ láàrin àwọn àwùjọ. Tribalism tribalism lọ́nà yìí. ìjọba tó dára àti ìjọba tó dára tó dá lójú àwọn ìjọba tó dára níbi ìdájọ́ òdodo tó dọ́gba àti ìfaramọ́ àwọn ẹ̀yà. Ẹ ṣeun.
We are not Hausas, we are not Yoruba, we are not Fulani, we are not Igbo, but we are Nigeria.
One
1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, can you repeat after me? We are not Hausa.
Hausa.
We are not. We are not. We are not. We are one Nigeria.
One Nigeria.
In unity, we became one nation.
In unity, we became one nation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Come forward. Come closer. This is what audience can bring back in this competition. Clap for yourself. Without audience having the right to also vote in this competition, this thing wouldn't have happened just now because Hajara Abdul Harumashi couldn't make it in the quarterfinal, but you, audience, said you believe in her. You want her to come back because that fire has not yet finished. We still have more to witness of this fire, and that's what we have just seen now. And not only me have something to say, our coaches, all of them have something to say. Let's begin with Professor Shamsuddin. Professor Shamsuddin, what do you have to say about the Hajara Abdul Harumashi, the Girl on Fire performance just now?
Thank you. Yeah, she was actually on fire. But thank goodness the fire didn't burn her, and she's still standing. I'd like to speak about, well, in Toastmasters, we speak about CRC. We commend, we recommend, and we commend. And so I'll take that particular cue. The first performance was this idea of unity. It brings back this problem to do with the old national anthem, peace and unity, which has always been our problem as a country. And the performance was carried on up to the last performance, then the ability of our co-performers to carry the flag. But it started with the almost impossibility of inter-ethnic marriages between the Hausas and the Yorubas, which is something we should actually address as a country if we are truly united. And I like her flow of thoughts and her proper use of gestures, which is actually commendable. And I like her use of Ingausa. At some point she uses English, and at some point Hausa, and at some point even Yoruba. And she might have learned that, I'm sure. I don't know if she speaks Yoruba as well, but that is good. That is what makes her Nigerian. We should be able to speak all languages if possible. And the message is very potent. It's very important. It's a bitter pill. It's a bitter pill we all must swallow as Nigerians. And most of us are beneficiaries of biases, ethnic jingoism, and all this. And that's a bitter pill we all must swallow. We must be Nigerians. And the audience impact was also very good. And her command of English was also good. And importantly, her reference to history. Well, history has been brought back to the curriculum, but I'm surprised at her knowledge of history. She might have done her research. And coupled with that, she demonstrated an acute understanding of contemporary realities of of her immediate surrounding. And most importantly, what I like about the piece is what Augusto Boal will call spect acting, her ability to involve the audience in her performance. she involved the audience in her performance and was even soliciting responses from the audience. And more than anything else, this catches my attention. But she could do better by utilizing the stage more and by not overflogging performance. At some point, the performance is too overflogged. The emphasis, this is a poetry competition, not a dramatic competition. So the performance should not be overflogged. And a performance is okay, but it shouldn't be overflogged. And at some point, there is the redundancy of some of the co-performers. They were just standing there idle throughout the performance, and they only participated in the beginning and the middle. So they should, even if they're not saying something, they should be doing something on stage. They shouldn't be redundant on stage. And lastly, this issue of performer block. The supporting performers had some kind of performer blocks. We call it from writer's blocks. Writer doesn't know what to write. He had to take a moment off. That was a performer block. The second supporting performer had a block along the way, and it could be ameliorated next time by rehearsing more. But generally, it's a good performance. It's touchy and it's apt. It portrays our actual reality as a country. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor. Pass the microphone to Hanifa to just shorten the comments. Hanifa, quick response.
Okay, your performance was beautiful, and I'm impressed with the way you put in different languages. But the only problem I had with your performance was the involvement of other people. Yes, it's okay for you to be creative with that, but like the professor said, it's a poetry performance and you digressed. That's a big problem on my side. And their dialogue was not supposed to be, it was supposed to be just you doing the talking and then doing the backup demonstration. But I love the fact that you're creative. And like I said, creatives never stop learning. Well done.
Mr. Faisal?
Okay, I will be quick, just like the first two judges. And I think the only problem I also had with your performance was the overflock. You used so many people. At some point, you were just standing there at the side, like you are a bystander. You are watching something that is not yours. You should be at the center stage all the time. Even if you are not talking, you should be doing something, just like Professor said. So I think this is the only issue I had with performance. Other than that, I really love the message and the use of multiple languages in your piece, and I really love that. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you more.
And for me, I believe there is no better time to receive this message than now, especially looking at the situation in the country with uprising and uncertainty and fear in the minds of people. Her poem has demonstrated how Nigerians can come together and achieve what they could not have achieved if they could have tried it individually. You see the flag that was put on the ground, the Igbos alone could not lift it up. The Hausas could not lift it up. All other tribes could not lift it up. But what she demonstrated was, if you can come together, this Nigeria, we can take it to the higher level. But if we focus on ourselves, Nigeria cannot go anywhere. This is a global message. This message is not only for Nigerians. She's sending message to the world. And this is well dramatically presented, demonstrated. People could see even if they could not hear the language. But we appreciate you for this firing performance, The Girl on Fire. Wish you all the best. But for now, you have to wait for a moment for your last, for the last member of your power.
She's on fire, hotter than a fantasy, lonely like a highway. She's living in a world.
When you hear that, you know fire was golfing somewhere. But now, the last in Team A, and then we have the results ready and announce who will emerge from this team to go to the final for the first time. I want to invite a leader who she's not just a poet, but she's the Student Union Government Vice President of Umar Musa Yar'Adua University. She once traveled to the land of the dead. She had a message from the dead during her knockout stage, but I believe today there is part 2 of this message. There is another message from the dead, part 2. That's the title of her poem, A Message from the Dead, Part 2. She is Maryam Musa Muhammad, aka Dr. Maryam Ladies and gentlemen, help me make welcome to the stage Dr. Mariam. Dr. Mariam, wherever you're coming from, I don't know, the floor is all yours. Hey, John.
This is a message from the dead. Last time, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, Chief Laboke Akintola, and the Sardauna of Sokoto sent me to convey a message to Nigerians. But this time, Nelson Mandela, Robert Mugabe, Kwame Nkrumah, Thomas Sankara sent me, not as a daughter of Nigeria, but as a true queen of the great African warrior, queen of the underworld. Ladies and gentlemen, gather round to witness the grand African cycles, where presidents do not retire, they simply expire. Behold the immortal council of chairmen with faces older than the Constitution, knees that tremble more than the stock market, and a spectacle thicker than our national debt. Paul Biya still clings to the Cameroonian seat. He was the president before some of you were even conceived, before disco died, before WhatsApp was a thought in the coder's dream. And Museveni of Uganda, he has been in power so long his official portrait looks younger than his grandchildren. He now campaigns with Wi-Fi but governed with typewriters. Oh, the irony of a continent so young, median age 19, yet ruled by men who need 19 nurses to climb a staircase. They call themselves fathers of the nation. But fathers are meant to let their children grow, not chain them in the backyard with promises of Vision 2050. By then, sir, you will be dust, but the potholes on the road will remain for your grandchildren to worship them. Yet the contract to repair them has been swallowed by the monkeys and the snakes of the republic. This is a message from the dead. Listen carefully. When they speak, the microphones shiver. They tell us, the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. But tomorrow is a stubborn visitor. It never comes, always stuck in traffic at the presidential gate. And the youth, we cheer, we clap, we even compose jingles for campaign, singing for men who can barely dance to the Afrobeat or Wara Wara without a medical team on standby. Mr. DJ, let's see who deserves to dominate the power, the youth or the grandfathers of the republic. Let the music play and let me be the judge. Isn't this obvious that those who dominate the power doesn't even deserve it? Our continent is being dominated by those who cannot even stand for very long. But what do you think of Nelson Mandela or Robert Mugabe or Kwame Nkrumah? If they had been ruling the African nation, would they have been prey or predators in action? So ko Baba Buhari Allah ya ji kansa Mandela ya kama saka shi zai basa, for power is power and power is toxic, more toxic than my opponent on the stage. See, this is a comedy show in slow motion. They sit tight in powdered chairs with oxygen tanks of recycled promises and cabinet ministers who not like dashboard bubble heads yet. And here is the sting. The power is not stolen. It is surrender. We hand it over on silver trays, seasoned with tribal spices, served with fear and apathy. So let us laugh. Yes, for laughter is cheaper than therapy. But after the laughter, may the young finally stand, not as clappers in the gallery, but as actors on the stage, as African leaders, like Thomas Sankara, Patrice Lumumba, Muammar Gaddafi, Murtala Ramat Mohammed, who resisted the Western control and ended up being assassinated in a bloody coup d'etat perpetrated by the West. So I say, rise Africa. A revolution is inevitable. We need young radicals and vibrant leaders like Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso and Assimi Goïta of Mali. Rise the Anglophones, rise. Rise the Francophones, rise. And the rest of Africa, rise for a revolution to end neo-colonialism in Africa. Rise for your ancestors, my ancestors, our ancestors. Remember them in the wind, in the soil, in the fire, in the water, in the earth. For this is a spiritual awakening, a call of 1,000 ancestors, a message from the dead. Man, now to Ubuntu, Simuye.
Angama. Then I get kamar cikin action ake yanzu. Angama Dr. Mariam?
Of course.
Let's clap for Dr. Mariam once more. You don't have to die before you receive a message from the dead because you have Dr. Mariam to do just that for you. Let's clap for her for being a bridge between the dead and the living. This is part 2. Our forefathers, our heroes past, have passed, but she goes there and fetch message from them, and she has just passed one more message from them. But whether this message was delivered or not, or if this could mean she will have a chance to speak again only after some few moments. But we have to really give it off to Dr. Mariam for amazing creativity and innovation she brought in this competition. And up to now, are these people really dead? Let me just move away so that I will not die now. Ghost kena. All right. All right, I'm part of the play too. Okay, I just joined the team. All right, so let's quickly start with Hanifa. Grab the microphone. Quick feedback for Dr. Mariam.
Okay, Dr. Mariam, well done. When you came in with the horse, I was like, but let me just start with the beginning of your performance. Your stage management was very poor because the horse was off the stage and the lady was struggling to where to put the chair, and it was sort of chaotic.
I was sorry.
You can't cut me off.
Sorry.
It's fine. So it was sort of chaotic. But the people behind you, I love their demonstration. It was perfect. They followed your every word, and that is the amazing part of poetry performance if you're having backup people. I love your reference to history. I love the names you mentioned. The musical part, at some point, I felt like it's too long, but trust me, your creativity is top-notch, and I feel like Kasina is just the starting point. You should go to Talent Niger. You should go there and show them what you've got, but you need to make more research and get more ready for more powerful performances. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. My question is, are you dead or alive? How do you keep bringing up messages from the dead?
I am a queen of the underworld, and I was sent to convey this message.
It means you are dead, right?
No,
okay,
I'm not.
So I think it was a very good performance. Just like the first judge said, you really engaged your backup artist. They were following every piece of your piece. So I think that was a very good one. And I think the message is very, very important. This is Nigeria or Africa is at a critical stage, and we need the young people to take up leadership roles. But I think they have to be ready, not just to take over, but they have to be ready for that leadership. So I think the message is very, very important. But just like the first judge said, when you came in on the horse and I saw your dress, I was wondering how will you be able to get off the horse safely without exposing yourself. And I think it's very, very important to put that in mind. Next time when you're engaging in this kind of entrance, always be sure to, be ready. The dress should fit the entrance so that you don't expose yourself to the audience. So other than that, I think it was a very beautiful performance, and I love the message. I love the backup artist, but I still don't know whether you are dead or alive. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Quickly. Well done, Mariam. Let me not overflog what has been said earlier. But let me start with your opening. I don't know which language is that, Coptic and...
You said?
The song, I don't know which language, the one that you opened.
It's a chant, ancestral chanting.
Using which language?
Ubuntu.
Yeah,
Ubuntu and Xhosa.
It reminds me of the Coptic, this woman that usually chant in Daura and the rest using this Coptic language. And for people that do not understand, they'll be wondering which language are they. That's one of the catchy messages in your poem. The ability to make your audience unfamiliar. We call it defamiliarization, which is actually good and commendable. Also, I heard you using Ubuntu, and then you're using English, you're using Xhosa language, you're using Sotho language, and these are actually very good, and you have gone out of your way to learn all these things. It's a good. And the message of awakening, or rather reawakening of the people, we need to wake up. It reminds me of Steve Biko, the advocate of black consciousness in Southern Africa during the 70s and 80s, which is actually very good. So the flow, the rhythm, the rhyme, everything was, your piece has it. But, the performance, I would like to speak, it's more cult-like. It's more cult-like and detached from our reality as a people. So next time you're presenting Message from the Dead, give us something close to, because the writer cannot operate out of our own environment. You are not writing in a vacuum, and you're presenting us with something more of an occult thing. And that is what we see in your backup performance. So next time you need to censor your use of the backup. Don't present this cultist idea. And your use of English at some point was a bit weak, and the piece is overstretched at some point with some repetitions. I think you could make it more compact, because you are repeating some of the issues you've said earlier, making the piece unnecessarily overstretched. But on a general note, it's a good performance. Well done.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mariam. We are very proud of you. That's wonderful performance. I love this, what do you call it? Zombies ni wadanna? Ghost niko? Fatalwane?
No.
Can you tell us a bit of story of what you just done?
Spiritual ancestors.
Okay, tell us the story.
Ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sent by the dead to awaken the current happening in Africa, just as the recent election of Paul Biya. I wrote this poem for the recent election of Paul Biya, the president of Cameroon, who is 92 years old and is still been in power. They dominated the power. I call them grandfathers of the republic. They refused to allow the youths to have space in the political space. So I wrote it.
I love it. It's beautiful. And were you not scared the Chika Haudoki, like Oroba, when you back the horse?
No.
Did you practice climbing the horse? Is it the first time you are climbing the horse?
No, I practiced it, but I was scared when I wanted to come off.
Okay. So why did you come on the horse? Well, can you tell us? When a message she do.
Yeah, when the ancestors, when you're watching some clips of ancestors coming from the spiritual realm, most of them, especially women like Mama Kozi, she's a goddess. In the olden days, when there was no religion, the ancestors worship spiritual things. They worship water, sand, soil, and other things. Yeah, they call the ancestors through that. So when they are trying to call the ancestors, some of them, mount on the horse and give this chanting. So
she wants the teacher.
He's the grandfather of the republic.
Can we see the grandfather of the republic? Why is the grandfather? Grandfather, amma shi wannan yana da rai ko bai da rai? Me rai ne?
Baya gani sosai.
Shi ba bai da rai?
Yeah. No, he is alive. Baya gani.
Oh, bai gani ne?
Yeah.
Amma jarida ake karanta. Jarida marasa gani.
This is what they do.
This is what they do,
the
right?
Actual representation of the
Ladies and
grandfathers.
gentlemen, this is a huge level of investment, intellectual and physical and resource investment done by Dr. Mariam. If you appreciate her, give her a very loud round of applause for what she has done. Dr. Mariam, you are amazing. You are a winner. All of you guys, you've done very well. Thank you so much. The ghosts and the Dr. Mariam as well. Gawata na? Wa gawata dodo ni ana. Aha. Ke kuma dodo ce ke ma? So all right, you can take your leave now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you so much. That is Team A, total. We are totally done with Team A. 4 people have performed. Only one of them will immediately now go to the final. For the first time, someone will be stepping his or her leg into the grand stage, the grand finale. Our aggregators are doing their job just now, and I'm waiting for that result. All the judges have marked the performance, and they have submitted their report cards to our aggregators. We are now going to see who has the highest mark based on these 4 contestants. Is it Zainab Lawal? Is it Usman Abubakar Eradwa? Is it Hajara Abdul Haromashi? Or is it Mariam Musa Muhammad? And I will wait for the signal. When the result is out, I will now come back to announce whatever the result is. But because we don't have much time, while waiting for the result from Team A, we now proceed to Team B. And I also need to see the signal of Team B. But in Team B, we have amazing talent, which I want to bring on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the first in Team B is Joeria Sadisu. Joeria Sadisu, come forward on the stage so that our audience will remember your face again. And she is not the only one, but also, come forward. Let's appreciate her, Halimatu, as she comes on the stage. Thank you so much. The next person in her team is Halimatu Manir Karofi. We also have Asma, as I call it, they just keep coming because the traffic is there. It's too much. Asma'u Adamu Jibia. Queen Duchess. Let's appreciate her as she comes on the stage. We also have Fatima Usman Shua. These are people in Team B. She inside here? She needs to come forward. All right, let her come forward. And they will be performing in Team B. While waiting for them, let me hear from Joeria. Joeria, what do you have to say to our audience and Asma'u?
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good day to you all. I'm very happy today because I never thought I would reach semi-final. And it does not matter who wins among us. All of us are winners. Standing here too is winning.
Okay, good morning, everyone. All I can say is to all my fans, to all that are watching me, it is my great pleasure for you making me back to this competition. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Asma'u Adamu, for that great word, and Joeria Sadisu. You may now want to... I was just corrected. It's not Salisu, but Sadisu. Joeria Sadisu. She will be the first person to perform in Team B. I'm sure she has something to prepare. So let's wait for Joeria to prepare. But before she prepares, remember, you guys, since from the quarterfinal, we were joined by an amazing airline, one of the best, the most reliable, comfortable, and dependable airline, NG Eagle Airline, who has stepped in to support creativity and invest in young people. And that's what business is supposed to be doing, to invest in the growth of the future. What a way to invest in the future of Nigeria, investing in the young talents in this competition. NG Eagle Airline are our official partners. And by virtue of that, I want all the audience to imagine, close your eyes, and imagine you are in the plane. You are in the flight of NG Eagle Airline. Because today we're flying to the land of creativity. Our wings are growing bigger. With the talents are growing, so do our wings. But this plane is not pilotless. We are privileged and honored to have in our midst someone who is one of the most experienced pilots in Nigeria, who has received numerous awards, recognition from every part of the world, who is one of our proudest pilots in this part of the world. He is a captain of Boeing 737. Do you know what it means to be a pilot of 737 Boeing flights? ERG 135, 145, F100 Aviation, a soccer mentor, a CEO of JMD Foundation. Because today this plane that we are all in has a competent pilot. Ladies and gentlemen, he is well known across Nigeria. Amazing followership, numerous fans in different parts of this world. What an honor to have in our presence this amazing captain. Ladies and gentlemen, he is not just here to witness, but also to give us the instruction whether to wear our seat belts, how to wear our oxygen masks, and at what latitude are we going to fly in this plane of creativity. The instruction is going to come from the pilot and the captain himself. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to invite to the stage to give us some words of encouragement and instructions Sky Downfall driver Captain Jamilu. Let's appreciate Captain Jamilu for his remark. Thank you so much, sir. We are honored to have you. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate you coming here. I'm sure all the way from any part of the world you can tell me and I will agree, because you have plane in your hand. You can travel any part of the world. You guys, are you not scared of flying blindly on the sky? What you see is this cloud and you keep driving and diving. But you answer this, but after your remark. But just tell us a few things, how you come here and where you're coming from and your story, just to inspire these young people, how you became a captain. And a bit more about you so that the people of Kasana will get to know you. Let's appreciate Captain Jamilu, please.
Okay, assalamu alaikum. May peace be upon you all. Good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Captain Jamil Muhammad Abubakar, or Captain Jamil MD Abubakar, as most people know me. A brief history about myself is I attended primary school in Lagos. I went to Home Science Primary School in Lagos, and I went to Nigerian Military School, Zaria. I had my first degree in Computing Information Systems and Multimedia, and I have a master's in Business Information Technology. From there, I went to flying school in Epic Aviation in New Smyrna Beach, Florida, in the United States of America. Once I got back, I started my career with IRS Airlines, flying the Fokker 100. I'm sure you're not familiar with the type of plane. However, if you Google it, you would find it as Foxtrot 100, Fokker 100. And I have a type rating in the ERJ 135, 145. And I'm currently flying the Boeing 737 Classic, though I have a rating on all the 737s. I'm currently the chief pilot of NG Eagle Airlines. It's so long yet so short how I got to exactly where I am. Why I'm telling you this is, it might seem far, but I promise you that the promised land is very close. Do not deter, do not relent. Stay true to yourself and you will definitely get to exactly where you want to go. True story. When I was writing my final year project, I always knew I wanted to be a pilot when I was 4 years old. 4 years old. We were going to Maiduguri with my mom, and at night I saw the flight deck and I tugged on her shirt, And I said I wanted to see exactly what the plane looked like. She spoke to some people. I went in the flight deck. I cannot remember the details of the things that happened, but here we are today. Inshallah, inshallah, you have no idea what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has in stock for you. Play your part and then let him fulfill your dreams. Thank you so much.
Some people have fear of the plane. Are you afraid of the plane? And were you before, or how did you overcome it?
No, I was never scared of flights. However, if you go through the process of being a pilot, you will overcome whatever fear or questions that you have to the things that actually scare you. So yeah, if you get in the profession, you would have more details on the things that you should understand, and then you would know that it's actually nothing really.
But how long did it take you to become a captain?
All right, so I went to flying school in 2009, and I started working in IRS in 2011. So basically, your part might be fast or it might be slow. It really does not mean anything. Everybody is different in life. Some people are fast to understand things and some people are slow. Just because you're fast does not mean you're better than the guy who is slow. For me in person, I finished flying school in 10 months and I did my type rating, and then I went back to, I stayed in America for a bit, and then I went back to Nigeria, and I was lucky enough, I got a job in IRS with no influence whatsoever, because my official name says Jamil Mohammed, so they had no idea who I was. And I applied for the job, they called me for the interview, I went in there, I did what I was supposed to do. And it was after, I think, a few months, they realized who I was. So
we don't know who you are. Tell us what they knew about you. Feel free. You are here to encourage, to inspire. Tell us more about
so as a den, my dad was the AIG in charge of, AIG, Assistant Inspector General of Police, in charge of Zone 5 or 6. And when they gave me the job, he was still AIG. I think a month after they gave me the job, he was made Inspector General of Police in Nigeria.
So your dad was an IG
Yes.
of the police. Let's clap for the son of the IG.
Yes, absolutely.
But that didn't play
No.
in getting you the first job.
Absolutely not. In fact, I met the owner a year after I started working there, Alaji Isiaka Rabiu. Yes, Babak Aremi.
What did you, if you are, the family name didn't work for you, what do you think worked for you?
For me, I think because growing up in my house, my dad has always taught us to fend for ourselves. Like he says, what is mine is not yours. What I give you is what is yours. So those are the things that actually made me try to build my own. Hence, alhamdulillah, I can stand today, and my dad always says, I know, even if I'm not in this world today, I know you will take care of yourself and the people around you. So yeah.
You look pretty young and handsome. So that means this is a very nice journey being a captain?
Yes, alhamdulillah. All I can say is mashallah, because how I got here, I don't know, but alhamdulillah.
Yeah, perhaps me too, when I met you, I didn't know you are the one. But later I found out you are the one that married the daughter of Dangote.
Yes, sir.
I think you came more on the spotlight when you married the daughter of the richest black man on earth.
Absolutely.
Has that influenced your career or your work?
Absolutely not. I try to separate family life and private life from every other thing. So no, it really hasn't changed me. I'm still who I am. I don't think it will change me because there's nothing new actually added to my life besides the fact that I'm a family man. That's it.
You're from which state?
Zamfara.
Zamfara State?
Yes, just right here.
Oh, just close by, the next door.
Yes.
Who wanted to become a captain, a pilot when he was young? Raise your hand. Oh, wow. Oh, we still have young people. Who still has the ambition to become a pilot, a captain? Currently, see so many hands there. You still want to become. What message do you have for these guys?
Yes. Do not allow the present condition today change your perspective about being a pilot. Keep that dream alive. Because I promise you, even when I was rounding up my degree, I had no idea I was still going to be a pilot. But it happened. So please keep your dreams alive. And inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it true.
Thank you so much, Captain
sir.
Jamil.
Thank you, sir.
What do you have to say about this competition? You didn't speak about the competition itself.
Yes, so I have followed the competition online. I have watched a few videos and I have seen very remarkable and amazing things. I'm not saying this because I'm from Ariwa, but a lot of times our stories are not being told, so people don't understand the kind of intellect we have. Now, I don't want to say this to patronize you, because when somebody's intellectual and then you say, oh, you sound smart, you are not actually praising that person. You are in doubt, and now he has proven you wrong. I am very happy to see that we have beautiful brains, and inshallah, you guys are the leaders of today. So I know amongst you, we will have presidents, leaders, big businessmen, entrepreneurs, and more. So please, let's keep the trend, and inshallah, the world would understand our story without us having to say it.
Thank you so much. One last question.
Yes, sir.
If you were to summarize your entire life and your experience in one sentence or few sentences, what lessons can we get from your life? Lessons from your life.
I want to deviate from saying hard work. However, I would say trust in Allah. Just when you think it is the end, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always shows you that He is God. And He says, Katambieni Mbaka. But you must play your part. So do your part and let Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fulfill the rest for you. Inshallah.
Thank you so much. Let's appreciate Captain. We really appreciate your presence.
Thank you.
And we want you to sit down also and be entertained and learn some few things from our great talents. Thank you so much, Captain Jamil. Let's appreciate him once more. Is the result for Team A ready? Okay, not yet. But let's now invite the one that's already hanging around, ready for her performance, Joeria Sadisu.
Good morning, class. Good morning, class. How are you all? So our topic for today is let's talk about occupation, which I
ba kuna cewa gwamnati ba ku ruga kai kuna cewa kuna takama da gwamnati to su zo su kai kuna ina kuna ina
Nagode. Nagode, nagode. Nigeria bleeds of pain, not because we are weak, but because we turn our heads around. My country is an action-packed comedy, a strong comedy mixed with sorrow, but we still they catch crews like clowns. Our cries unheard, our voices are loud. It seems like nobody they hear our scream for change must come, change must come, change must come. Them promise us peace. Them swear say unity go come. But still today, peace and unity no show face. In my country, students are being forcefully taken from the schools. Classrooms are now turned into places of fear. Our dreams are being crushed, crumpled, cracked, crimped, and also collapsed. But we're here, sitting down with our legs crossed, doing nothing, absolutely nothing, but saying, Allah zik house hockey. But what if? What if we can change everything? Let's raise our voices with its loudest form and chant, change must come, change must come, change must come. And to our leaders, we want peace, we want peace, we want security, we want security, we want justice. And maybe, just maybe one day, change will hear us and come to our path. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you so much, Joeria.
Thank you,
Joeria,
sir.
I remember your story is the one that really inspired me, and not only me, but many amazing young people out there, because your motivation is unique. You drive it from your late father that told you to never give up. I remember how you were struggling in this competition initially, but look at the star you become, courtesy of this competition. I'm really proud of you, proud of your progress. Really, really, you're going to so many places, Joeria. I'm proud of you.
Sir.
I'm sure our judges are taking the scores right now, but let me quickly hear feedback from Faisal. Faisal, feedback for Joeria.
Thank you very much, Joeria.
Thank you, sir.
When I first saw the children sitting down, I was wondering, what are we in for? And suddenly I just hear boom, 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 boom. And I think that was a little bit dramatic. And I think it sent a message. That's a powerful way to enter a stage. And I really love that. And I think if anyone is in doubt where Nigeria is at the moment, and I think this piece demonstrates entirely what Nigeria is all about. So thank you for that entrance, Joeria.
Thank you, sir.
So, and I think your use of language, it's very simple. I think everybody will understand what you're saying. The importance of a poem in plain language is for people to understand the message you are trying to send. So I think that's wonderful. I think the area where I think you can improve on is the ending. I think you ended abruptly. I was waiting for more from you, and the piece just ended in a, it just faded. I think maybe next time, just like you started, you need to end with something memorable so that people will understand the message and go home with that. Other than that, I think it's a very powerful performance.
Thank you so much, Professor Shamsuddin Bello.
Thank you very much, Joeria. That was also a very beautiful poem. Let me just pick up from where he stopped. Neo Sundari is as an alternative poet in one of his front-runner poems about the need to make poetry accessible. Unlike the likes of Soyinka, that feel poetry is for those in the ivory towers. She fulfilled what Osundari calls poetry as man's meaning to man, poetry as the relationship between the foot and the dusty path. Use of simple language added to that. But it could be enhanced by the use of more imageries. Use more imageries. Even if since you want to make it simple, use local imageries. Imageries that we can identify ourselves with, not Greco-Roman or Christian imagery. Use imageries particular to your culture. That will actually improve the poem. The message is key, and I think it was carefully selected. I think it resonates with each and every one of us. The insecurity is now at its apex. Schools closed. States by the hour are closing schools, which tells us that, as sociologists will say, prostitution is good. Kidnapping is good. Why? Because like the lump at the back of our necks, it tells us that we are sick. That something is wrong. We need to begin, what the poet is saying, we need to begin to ask ourselves what is really wrong. Why is kidnapping there? Why are schools being closed? And I think the poet was able to generate that kind of discussion in addition to its emotional touch and the use of alliteration, which is one of the literary devices, the only one I picked that the poet had used in her repetitions of lines, words, and phrases, which is actually good. So on a general note, it's a very good poem. I wish it were longer because it was too brief. Just when we wanted to hear more, she ended, as Faisal has said, a bit abruptly. So do that better next time.
Thank you so much, Prof. Hanifa, so quick words, please, because of time.
All right, so, but we still a cash cruise like. clown. Like, that got me. It really got me, and I needed to hear more. But like Prof said, it was so brief. I love your confidence. I love the entrance. The background sounded real at first. But let's normalize having the poet from the beginning to the ending of their own pieces. It's very, very important. Overall, this stage is just your beginning. See you up there in Nigeria.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's clap for Joaria.
She's not yet done.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Joaria, come back.
So, Prof, I am being forgotten.
George Muammar. Muammar has something for you.
Well, my first observation is I don't know actually why Joaria is not smiling today.
She's not smiling.
Yes, I have not. I did not see her smiling today as she normally used to do it all the other times. And I can say it's a very good thing that she had performed. The introduction, the entry, the content. From the entry, actually, I believe it represents the whole of what she performed. It was a very good entry that everyone understands what message she's clearly sending to the world. And what I would just like Joaria to improve next time is voice modulation.
Okay,
Sometimes you're too fast. Maybe if you take note of your voice modulation, it will actually improve your performance. And also, I don't know why this time around you decide to give us a very short poem.
Just like anyone comments. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe lastly, the engagement with the audience.
Yeah.
Of course, the audience were with you, but I can remember vividly the last time you performed on the stage, you engaged the audience fully. And you carried, if you are lucky to get yourself to the final, I do hope you look into these things and make it better.
Thank you, sir.
She's a first learner. Look at how she has grown in this competition. I'm sure she can do more. Ladies and gentlemen, let's appreciate Joaria Sadisu. So we have a quick update for the Team B. Halimatu Manir Karofi, she's sick. She is not able to make it, but in her place we have Sefulahi Lamido. So judges in place of Halimatu, who is sick. The next person to take her place is Sefulahi Lamido. But we already have someone in the queue who will be coming on the stage. She's one of the most amazing talents in this competition. She was brought back by audience because audience believe she has talents. It's now high time to bring this unique voice to this stage. Her nickname is Queen Duchess, and her real name is Asma'u Adamu Jibia. Asma'u Adamu Jibia has a poem titled Poem from Poems. Poem from Poems. What a nice way to coin your poem. Poem from Poems. Ladies and gentlemen, let's appreciate Asma'u Adamu Jibia for her semi-final performance. Asma'u, I like your smile. The stage is yours.
Thank
Perform.
I have gathered words to weigh down God's light, not to blind the world, but to remind it that it has always belonged to fire, and what belongs to Caesar shall be to Caesar, and I want to return what belongs to Adam, and so Eve. I come carrying lines borrowed from the winds, tinged with the courage of every poem that refused to die quietly. I stand where truth kneels, where broken verses find new breath, where silence is taught to speak without trembling. I am the child of lines that marched across pages. The air like armies dressed in hope. The airs of stanzas that walked barefoot. Because remember, poetry can be anything. It can be the voices of the 25 girls abducted in Kebbi. It can be for the workers in Congo whose soil fails to protect. It can be against hope and change. It can be against leaders and barbarism, and so against insecurity. A poem can be everything. It can be a passion, courage, skill, voice, help, peace which bleed in white, and it can be anything for you. From every poem that starts to rise again, I borrowed their backbone. Yes, the same rising that refuses to apologize, the rising that tests like dust turning to gold, the rising that whispers, what if life gives you lemon and make lemonade? But sometimes I wonder, what if the lemons are too sour and bitter? And what if life gives me tangerines? Of course, as Maya Angelou said, you may write me down in the history with your bitter twisted lines. You may treat me like dust, but like dust I will rise. I have poems in my clothes, poems in my shadow, poems in the places that I have once hid my fear. I have words that sounds like thunder but feels like healing, words that wax in like dead but leave like resurrection. And today I bring them to the stage because the voice of Katsina is not merely a challenge. It is the gathering of unpolished stars who first came as competitors but now a family. And if the stage is a house of poem, then MPS Media is the home of courage, is the roof which undershine voices learn to speak. Where hidden talent are turned into instrument. And how can I end this poem without saluting the guidance of our voices? Coach Abba, charming, yes, but without sugar, your truth cuts like a clean bleed, sharp enough to shape us, kind enough not to wound us. Indabawa, a woman whose praise is a drumbeat. What a lovely performance. I love it. Your praise is applause some of us never had growing up. Dr. Aisha is it, the beacon of laughter, who turn tension into light, who polish anxiety until it sparkles, who makes the journey feels like play even when it is a war. Professor, the architect of drama, and indeed, a linguist who reminds us that a poem without applause is a body without applause. And Coach Muammar, our house of Arabic, who turn language into light, who teaches our tongues to dancers. And Professor Ahmad Adam, Professor Ahmad Adam, who always remember all of our previous lines. And I can't help to say, Namaja Barkono. And of course, I can't forget the heart of this competition, the audience, who never fails to support us, the vote, the claps, which means the world to all of us, and it is something we can never forget. So here I stand not just as a contestant, not just as a poet, but as a story shaped by every hand that dared to guide me. MPS Media began as a challenge but ended as a family made of poems, poets whose voices were once hidden but now heard. So if you ask me what this poem is, it is a poem that I have ever loved. Every poem, every verse that ever served me, every line that ever lifted me. This is my offering, my awakening, my rise. And again, my call to say thank you all.
I'm here. Thank you so much, Asma'u. You know what? You guys, audience, I'm proud of you. Look at what you have brought back in this competition. If not because of you, Asma'u would not have been standing here. Clap for yourself for that. That's why you, audience, we cannot do without you. ‘Yan Katsina suna cewa sai da ku. Ana cewa sai da kai ko? To sai da ku. we cannot do without you, audience, because you always bring back the best. We are proud of you. Without the audience vote, Asmao wouldn't have been standing here. What an amazing performance. But let's just hear quickly as our judges are putting down the scores. Let me distract one of them. Hanifa, let me start with you. As others are inputting their scores, let me hear a quick word for Asmao.
Okay, Asmao, that was a beautiful eulogy. I would call it an eulogy. I think this is basically a competition against yourself and for yourself. I don't know why I have this feeling that when you were coming out here, you were not coming out here to compete. You just wanted to come say thank you to your coaches, thank you to your audience. You're confirming it, and it's beautiful to be subjective sometimes. So on the emotional part, it was nice, but there's always room for improvement. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Asmao, that was beautiful. I really love your smile. You were smiling throughout the piece, so I think that was wonderful. And I think what I really love about your piece is the use of language. You used a lot of similes, you know, in your description. So you paint a picture. When you're describing your coaches, you use that language to describe your coaches. So I think that's a very good one. It paints a picture, even if you don't know who they were. By listening to your piece, you'll understand this and this and that. So I love that. But I think, just like the first speaker said, there is always room for improvement. So I felt that you underutilized the use of hands gesture. So I think it was a very powerful and emotional piece. So I felt that you could have used your hands more to demonstrate what you are trying to say. So I think other than that, I think the piece was beautiful, and I love to hear you demonstrate and, you know, perform. So thank you, and I hope to see you in the finals. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Quickly, let me smile too. Maybe I've not been smiling.
Yeah, it's contagious. You know, smile is contagious.
Well, I must confess I was actually taken aback. I love the voice, I love the rhyme, I love the rhythm, I love the references to Greco-Roman, cultural, contemporary imageries. I love the confidence, I love the aura, I love the composure, I love the passion, I like your understanding that poetry can address any issue, and that was what you showed. Any issue. Nothing is beyond the reach of poetry. Nothing is beyond the reach of poets, so we should raise our voice.
Yes.
And even we should break conspiracy of silence. We should speak about the things that happen behind closed doors.
Yes.
That is the job of a poet. That is what Aristotle believes, that the poet is the conscience of the nation, the conscience of the people. And I think you've been able to raise that point. And I love also the use of literary devices. But as observed earlier, you did not use proper hand gestures, you did not use the stage more optimally. And there was a disconnect in some of the verses. Sometimes they don't really connect, the flow is not there, as if, because the idea of poetry is that when you write the first line, you should think of the last line. Poetry is a chain. Every verse leads you to the next. So once you have a disconnect, then there is a problem. So there are a lot of disconnects. You need to pause, you need to, when you compose, you need to reflect. Make sure that all your verses connect, otherwise the chain will break. And then your audience will be lost as to what is she trying to actually say. And as observed earlier, there is a deviation from the title of the piece at the end. At the end, you deviated completely from the title of your piece, and you are showering encomiums on your coaches. Yes, it's good, but that is not why you are here. That is not why you are here. You are here to present your piece or understand the impact the coaches had on you, but use the best of your time to make impact why you are here. The title of your poem should guide every line that you say here. And lastly, work on your use of language more. You can do better. Congratulations. Thank you.
George Mamar.
Asma, you were amazing.
Thank you so much.
You were amazing. One thing I so much like about your performance is your creativity.
Thank you so much.
Your creativity, the geometry of your poem, the ownership. you domesticated the whole poem. That this actually poem doesn't only belong to Kasina, but like, what do I call this? It was a wonderful performance.
Thank you so much.
And I also like the originality in the poem. You own the poem and your communication, you were engaging the audience. Everything was just so good. Except the other observations that you need to improve in the body gestures, demonstrations, and other things. And your flow is also awesome, as always.
Thank you.
And what baffled me more is your confidence to play mind games with us. You made us feel emotional, and we will also say thank you for the devotion, for the commitment, and for everything.
Thank you so
Finally, I would like to say you keep it up. We hope to see more better things coming your way. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, and thank you so much, Asmau Adamujibia. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. You may take your leave now. Let's appreciate Asmau, please. We have 2 more performances to go to the prayer break. Hopefully by 1:30 we take a break of 30 minutes so that we come back and continue. Well, we have the results for Team A. It's handy, it's here. I'm just looking at it, but I will delay it. I will not announce it until we hear the Team B performance complete. We have 2 amazing talents lined up. Already we have Fatima Usman Shua and Sefulai Lamido. 2 of them will perform, and then we go to the prayer. But before we go to the prayer, I will announce the result for Team A so that we hear the name of the person that has gone to the final for the first time in this Boeing 737 with our captain sitting here. You see, what I forgot to even mention is, look at how beautiful and amazing talent Captain Jamil is. And that's what NG Eagle Airline has for you. They only hire the best for your for your safety and for your comfortability. And that is what NG Eagle is about, not only investing but ensuring safety and competency in recruiting their pilot and captain. And thank you so much, NG Eagle Airline, for trusting in us. Now it's time to invite Fatima Usman Shua. The title of her poem is Peace Forgot Our Address. Peace forgot our address. Why is our address? Why is peace? Different roots. Now let's see how peace has forgotten our address. If Fatima Usman Shua, maybe she'll be coming from any direction. Is she there? Where is she coming from? Where is she? She's coming this direction? Yes. Or this way? But if she's ready, we can text apply.
Go to the next.
Go to the next? Okay. I think she's doing preparation, but I don't know whether she's ready or not. But let me quickly invite Sefulahi Lamido for his semi-final performance. Sefulahi, he came third when it came to the voting. I mean second when it came to the voting by the audience. She came after Halimatu, but Halimatu fell sick. So automatically, he is the next person to fill in that slot in Team Tazo. Is she ready? Okay. But let's take Sefulahi as Fatima, she's getting ready. Sefulahi Lamido is a unique talent in this competition, has come very far, and he has a lot of fans. And he has this golden opportunity for him to make a case whether he go to final or not. Sefulahi Lamido, the stage is yours.
Da sunan Allah nike farawa. Na yi zaman dirshan tamkar fitila a lokon alkuki, ina mai miƙe wuya tamkar mikiya a dutsen dala. Na ɗauki wuƙa, takobi da Hausa, na ɗauki sanda, ina rataye da hula. Shin hulai guda biyu ke a kaina? Ta ƙube da hular kaba gurumfa. A matsayina na Bahaushe mai kare rana, na rike sanda ne domin cika sunna. Na ɗauki takobi ba don in yaƙi kowa ba a wancan lokacin, sai don in tsara dabbobi a matsayina na Bafulatani. Amma a yau Fulani sun aje sanda, sun ɗauki bindiga dum da ƙara don kashe kowa. Bahaushe ya ɗauki takobi ya sara kan wanda bai ji bai gani ba. In an magana a ce ISIS ne, in an magana a ce IPOB. Kujira ga zance. Ya kai mai saurare na, sunana ɗan Lamido. Ina tsaye a bisa wannan mataki ne ba don in ci gasa ba. Na zo ne don in isar da sako da wasiƙa daga ƙwaƙwalwa. Abin akwai taɓa zuciya. Masassarar cizon sauro ake kira malaria a yaren Ingilishi. Amma ka san da cewa ƙunar ruhi da zuciya na a cikinmu? An kori soja daga aiki don ya karɓar oda a lokacin da an tsare shi don a kashe shi. Yashi in ka taka shi ba da laushi yake ba, a ƙara yake cas ko ka fahimci sako yake baka? Poetry sako ne, poetry ba maula bace. Mu ambasada ne na aika sakon kowa, mu wakilai ne na zauna lafiya, mu daidaito ne a cikin al'umma, mu taurari ne masu walƙiya, mu tamkar farin wata ne da ke haske a samaniya. Na zaɓi yaren Hausa ne da ba dan ban yi Turanci ba. Dan mi zan ari yaren wani ganawa? Mutum nawa ke jin Turanci a yankin ƙasar Hausa? Mutanen ƙauye an masu yankan rago. Kash. Ba ulsa ce ko asama za ta tashi ba, kunci da raɗaɗin abin da ya faru a Kebbi. Maga sun rasa malamin makaranta, an yanke yara an tura mata a jeji, katsam an samu wannan a Naija. Ba ka buƙatar harda, ba ka buƙatar katina, zubar hawaye ya mamu kaɗan. Daga abin ya faru sai mu kunna social media mu ce kash, Allah wadaran gwamnati, aikin mu kenan tir da halin mu. Dan uwa me ya faru a Jos Plateau? Ko ka san da wannan? Ya ku dangina ku saurara ga sakona. Zan tuna da waƙan mazanjiya. Arewa ba ku kadai nake aikawa wannan sako ba. Zance ne irin na ƙasa da Afirka da duniya baki ɗaya. Mutuna akwai Jos, akwai Kaduna, akwai Zaria. Mutuna akwai Katsina, mutuna a Katsinar ma akwai Dutsen ma, akwai Kankara, akwai Jibiya, akwai Dan Musa, duk sun gagara bacci. Rayuwa ta yi muni. A da tafiya a ƙasa mai sauƙi ce. A yanzu ko kaftin ɗin jirgi baya iya yadda ya dira asan bisa. Rayuwar ba mafarki ba ce. 'Yan arewa mu farka. Nigeria, one nation. I am not standing here only as a Bahaushi, but I am here as an ambassador of the nation. Permit me in this poetry to speak in my language, not in others' language. I am the Lamido. I am spoken like a spoon in a pot. I am that beat the others dance. I am like a stumbling stars, sparkling on the sky, walking on the desert like a camel. I am like a lion or a hyena in the jungle, roaring with the high speed of echo, saying, but ku saurara ku ji zancina. Zauna, za ni tsugunna, za ni durƙusa, za ni girmama ƙasata. Na tuna da zancen Baba Buhari. kar mu zama cima zaune haka za mu yi ta mamaki in ji dan Bello Sardauna Ahmadu Bello ya ce ni ban san wani dan arewa ba ban san dan Sokoto ko dan Kebbi ba ni dan Najeriya ne dan arewa ne musulmi ne ni kuma kowa na sani dan mi za mu yi zaune muna zagin kudawa dan mi za mu yi zaune muna zagin fulani dan mi za a ruɗe mu da jihadin Ahmadu Bello da Sardauna bayan mun ga an masu yankan rago ka zauna a tursasa ka rasa makoma haba dan arewa sanda kai zaman sallah ko tahiya kake yi baka da natsuwa zuciyarka ba ta da kyawu ka kashe ƴaƴa ka kashe mata ka kashe aure ka ci amana ka yi ƙarya a kasuwa ka tauye mudu ka ce kuma gyara kake bukata a ƙasarka shin Allah tsoronka yake yi ku tashi daga zaune ku miƙe mu yi zance ga dabaru zan fada mu haɗa kai Najeriya mu ceci ƙasata tun daga Abuja har Jibiya tun daga Jibiya mu dire ƙarshen Najeriya inda ruwa ke gudana wannan wazance ne mun kasa ceton ƙasanmu muna jiran wata ƙasa ta kawo mana hari kai in ba ɗan Najeriya ba da shirme a ina ake nema a kawo maka hari kamar da abun wasa mu farka I say no to Christian genocide. I say no. I am Bahaushe. I say no. Those that kill in the jungle are not only Christians, both Muslims and Christian and non-traditions. Permit me to say, ‘yan arewa sai mun farka, mai irin riko na hannun fanka. Abubakar Ladan Zaria ya faɗa a waƙar Arewa muso juna. Allah ya Allah ya Allah haɗa kan mu Afirka mu so juna haɗa kai ba yancin kai ne ba mi ƙyauya a ci zalim ba yancin duka ya zauna sai mun yi aiki da kwakwalwa sai mun yi aiki da tunani sai mun cire son zuciya da kin junanmu sai mun yadda da amana mun roƙi Allah mun yi aiki tukuru da sannu adalci zai maye gurbin zalunci da sannu mafarkinmu zai zama gaske muryoyinmu za su haɗe ko'ina mu yi yawo a tare mu yi aiki a tare mu roƙi Allah sarki da sannu za mu zama gwarzaye da sannu matayenmu za su tuna abin da ya faru a kayan lefe babu tarnaki ba mu shan ruwa daga tulu mun aje randa mun dauki fritz in ka dauki waya technology amma idan ka bace da layar zana a ce maka tsafi Hausa kasata assalamu alaikum
let's clap for the Lido. What a performance, though lengthy but full of message. We're looking at the time, it's almost time, 10 minutes to the prayer. We have one more performance, and that's why I will take only one coach. One judge. That would be Faisal, to give us quick feedback for the Lamido.
Sir. Thank you very much for that wonderful performance.
You're welcome.
Abin da zan ce gaskiya na ji daɗin duka performances ɗin da ake yi saboda suna ɗauko abubuwan da ke damun ƙasarmu. To kuma Saifullahi kai ma ka dasa daga waɗanda suka yi na baya. Wannan saƙon naka yana da amfani sosai kuma arewa dole sai mun tashi. Najeriya sai ta tashi, Afirka sai ta tashi. Wannan saƙon naka ya isa kuma ka yi delivering sosai. Sai na biyu kuma wajen rhythm naka akwai rhythm cikin saƙonka wadda amma at some point sai in ji kaman ka sauka layi ka fara da magana insecurity ka dawo arewa ka tafi kudu ka ce kai baka son kai magana da turanci amma kuma saƙon Najeriya saƙon Afirka to wanda bai jin haushi bai jin Hausa ta za a yi ji saƙonka saboda haka I think wannan line ɗin da ka sa is not necessary kawai za ka yi da Hausa ka yi da Hausa ba sai ka ce kai Bahaushe ba ne ba za ka yi amfani da yaren wani ba so I think in ka yi amfani da irin waɗannan abubuwan za su ɗan tauye saboda wani da ya ji ka ce haka to ba zai tsaya saurari abin da kake cewa ba so next time just work on that kai Bahaushe ne za ka yi magana da Hausa, yi magana da Hausa, babu matsala. Wanda ya ji ka ya ji ka. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. I'm sure coaches, judges have other comments to make, but we are short of time. Lamido, kai kokari sosai. Well done. And that's what audience can bring back in this competition. Wannan adani da sanda.
And I may even respond to coach.
Sure, please quickly.
So with due respect, dalilin da yasa nayi ina ganin tun farko ne kila ba a faɗi sunan title din poem din ba. So sunan ta Gambiza. So da farko na yi amfani da wannan salon ne saboda duka salale na da nake yi dukansu da Hausa ne. And muna samun challenges, muna bibiyar shafukan mu na TikTok, Facebook da sauransu. Wanda ɗaukaka ce yes za mu jinjina ma MPS bisa wannan ƙoƙarin da ta yi na kawo irin wannan ta yi rising talents sosai. So sai ake ganin cewar mafi akasari tunda saƙon da ne amfani da shi Bahaushe ne ni kullum Hausa nake kullum Hausa nake kullum Hausa nake da na rika duba inboxes ina sai aka ce jahili bai yi karatun boko ba ai bai yi kaza ba bai yi kaza bai yi kaza ba. Sau ɗaya kenan na biyu kuma tunda na ce Gambiza a Hausa in mun ce Gambiza muna nufin gamayya abubuwa da dama wuri guda. So kuma sakon sai na ce na Najeriya. To tunda Najeriya nake magana ita kuma kwata ce tun jima ce uwar al'umma ta hada ko ina da ko ina. Akwai masu jin turanci akwai kuma mu Hausawan Arewa. So can ƙarshe in ma wanda ba Bahaushe bane ya dan ji Hausa zai ce Hausa. Amma idan ya taho kila maybe dan short abin da ya ji zai dan fahimci abin. With due respect, sir. Shine dalilin da yasa.
Thank you so much.
Sai wallahi ba cewa ne kada ka yi da Hausa ba. Duk abin da za ka yi sai wani ya yi magana a kan shi. Manzan Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam shi ma da yi magana sai wanda suka ce kaza. Saboda haka in Hausa za ka ɗauka kai magana da Hausarka. In Turanci za ka yi kai da Turancinka kada ka damu da abin da mutane za su ce.
Thank you so much, sir. That's great, wonderful. Let's appreciate Lamido for this performance. Thank you so much, Lamido. Yeah, thank you. And now the last performance from Team B. Her name is Fatima Usman Shua. Her title is Peace Forgot Our Address. That's the title of her performance. She's now ready. The last performance. After her performance, we will announce the result from Team A, and all Team A contestants should come close by. We're going to announce the Team A result is ready. But now let's take one more performance before we take a break from Team B. Fatima Usman Shua. Let's encourage her. Thank you.
Once upon a time, peace was ordinary. It needed no soldiers to stand in its name. Peace remained. It lived in children's laughter, in mothers' hymns that filled the air, and in the calm where dawn meets dusk. Calm and divine, it lingered there. Then, quiet gave way to commotion, chaos. Chaos came wearing familiar faces. We did not see it coming because it looked like us spoke our language, smiled our pain, and still broke us anyway. Headline. Flying Minister Malumfashi Katsina. 2 youths killed, cattle rustled under a red sky. These killings are not about religion. They have nothing to do with faith. We are intoxicated by power and property. The truth seems blurry in our eyes. Here is an introduction to the broad game of titled or untitled. They simply lay down the layers of ignorance over their eyes, causing chaos and expecting silence, and sometimes the silence they get. But, I mean, what is the voice without action? Whatever a rusting hand touch reduced to rubbles, the eyes can't see. There is no use for a reeking flower when all it gets is to pollute its pears either by rubbing yourself on them or harming them. Headline: 25 secondary school girls abducted in Magu, Kebbi State. Peace is a stranger that forgot our address, a rumor we whisper, a vow we no longer believe. Enlighten me. How do you heal in a place that keeps reopening your wounds? Graves grow faster than futures. The nights taste like bitterness, clung like mold on old bread. Headline: 33 people killed, including children and women in Runji village, Zangwan Katab, Kaduna. We stopped living, we just did not stop breathing, just rehearsing that full time like a play without an ending. Headline: Monguno and Inganza insurgency. Over 98 people killed. If peace was a person, I'll tell them they left too soon before the last hawk found its way home, before the air learned how to stop screaming. Grief has become our mother tongue. And laughter sounds like survival now. We no longer ask, who died? We ask, where this time? Safety is a rumor now. Loss is a rotten. Spirits never die. If we die, spirits never die. If we die, our spirits never die. Even if we die, our spirits never die. Even if we die, our spirits never die. We emerge. As the hammered and sun unbroken, we arise. Like fresh branch sprouting from a dead tree. In disgust, we will plant seeds of peace and tend them with love until they bloom, and our children's children inherit a land of calm. Headline: if the bloodshed won't stop, neither will our ink cease to write poems about them. Each death is a rope tied around our necks, choking the daylight out of us. Once upon a time, peace was ordinary. Now, we are the wave trying to make peace extraordinary again. We do not want silence. We want safety that speaks. We are the pools trying to make peace. We are the pools trying to keep time for a nation. Still learning how to breathe. Thank you.
Sure, that's an amazing performance.
Thank
One on jini ne ko sobo ne? Sobo ne?
color.
Tell us, menene wannan?
Food color.
Food color ne? Wow, baki wata tace kin ɓata riganki. Baki Damuba? All right, no problem. That's part of the performance. Judges have noted all that and they're putting all these into consideration. I was just told that if you can go around the judges, quick comments so that we can quickly announce the result and go for the break. Please make it very short. Let me start with you, Hanifa, and then quickly move across so that we can quickly leave for the prayer. And Team A, all of you should come close by for the result announcement just now. Hanifa?
Fatima, well done. The interlude, the mic beats, the chants, the sync of the dead, breath control. You need to learn how to control your breath because you were caught in between your words and your breathing. But I love your creativity. Well done.
Thank you so much for keeping it short. Faisal.
Okay. I've always said that Ashwa, she's a natural performer. I really love how she switches her emotions. We can hear from the start, even her voice was conveying a message because it was breaking, it was shaking to convey fear. But at the end, she rose and changed and switched quickly to something that shows defiance, perseverance. So I love that about Fatima Ashwa. She's a natural performer. I love that, the creativity, the blood. I thought it was for real. I was wondering, should we go and rescue Fatima or should we just wait and see what happens? So I think that's the dramatic effect of your piece. So I love that. But just like the first speaker said, always try to, go slow and catch your breath. Use some pauses so that people can, understand the impact hits when you give people some time to breathe. So other than that, I think it was a lovely performance and I hope to see more of you, Fatima. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Faisal, for keeping it short. Professor Shamsuddin.
Thank you. Let me also try to give it a shot, though I know it's a bit difficult. First, let me start with the title. I like the title. She used what we call personification, which involves giving a non-human thing, which is peace, a human attribute. Peace has forgotten our address. It's our future as human beings. It's to forget something, not a non-human thing. So, the title itself promises something big. And one topical message is that she reminds us that we shouldn't be too familiar with blood. We shouldn't be too familiar with insecurity, which has become the norm today. It has happened and we talk about it for a day or two and then we forget it. She reminds us that it's something that should bother us. It's something that we shouldn't live with, we shouldn't accept no matter what. And her dramaturgy, what the last speaker called the dramatic effect, is also very important because it reminds us of what Bertolt Brecht in the theory of the epic theater called evidence. Whether it is real blood or whether it is food color, she attempted to use evidence, which is the use of blood, to show us that these things are real. To remind us, as what Aristotle would say, catharsis, to purgate us, to cleanse us. By looking at her, we're constantly reminded of violence. We're constantly reminded of blood. We're constantly reminded of the sad daily reality we live with every day. And sadly, we seem to be comfortable with it. I also like her use of literary devices, similes, metaphors,
Professor Shamsu, I know you have so many comments. Unfortunately,
thank you very much. It's a wonderful performance.
Pass it to Malam Muhammad, please. A quick one, please.
Well, sure, as usual. The performance was good. The actions, the dramatization, everything was so good. The only thing I would like to say here is maybe so many contestants have been performing on the same context. Like you can do something better.
But it's happening every week.
It is happening everywhere, every week, every time. Like, let us see something new, add something to make your performance different from what others have been doing. Like, what is just what we see different from what others do is the dramatization, the drama. So I think you always give us a wonderful performance, actually, and I also love this. I also love it. So keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you so much, judges, as you are busy putting this score I want to thank you, Fatima Usman Shua. You've come very far. This is second to the last stage. This alone is a victory. This alone is a success. And you've done amazing performance today. And you are the last performance from Team B. And I want you to mark the winner from Team A so that I can see it from my phone. Just mark it, put a color that will I cannot see it on my phone yet. All right, so thank you so much. Let's appreciate Fatima Usman Shua for this great performance. Damn it, yeah, I'm inside it. Okay, so I'm talking with our aggregators. Did you send me a new email just now? The first one you sent. The first one you sent. So now, let's invite back. Let's invite back the entire Team A. Team A, team. All of you. Let's appreciate them, all of them. The moment has come. The tension is high. Emotions are at stake. What a moment to know our fate. Goosebumps all over me. I cannot imagine leaving this competition. It's unthinkable. It's unbearable. Unfortunately, the slots in the final is only 10. And from each team, only 2 members will go to final. So I have to put some caveat before I announce the results to the contestants and to the audience. Let me start with you, contestants. You are all beautiful. You are handsome. You are great. You have talents. Your performance today are all wonderful. These are all winning performances. Unfortunately, only one of you, I will announce his or her name to go to the final just now. But I promise you, you are not out of this competition. Even if I didn't call your name, you know what to do. Audience can bring you back. So do not despair. Do not feel anything if I didn't mention your name, because you have your audience to bring you back. And even performing in this semi-final alone is a victory. You are all winners. Over 130 contestants have left, but you are still standing. For you, audience, anyone that could not get automatic ticket right now, you have the power to bring them back. Any person, any of these contestants that you want to bring back, you can bring them back. It saddens me, it hurts me to announce only one instead of 4 names. But I just have to do it before we take a break. The winner of Team A, who will get the automatic tickets to go to the final, the first person to fly in with the wings of NG Eagle Airline to the final, is... I feel like crying. I remember Indaba was crying. But my job is just to announce what the judges have put together. And aggregators... Oh, you laugh at me, Muammar. Okay. The person that will go to the final, the first person to arrive at the final of the 2025 MPS Media Poetry Challenge is... His name? Oh, I don't even know. His name is Usman Abubakar.
Them say, them tell you.
Oh my God.
Say you can never be the one. But God say, make I tell you, say. Come on. Say now you him choose. Congratulations, you're in the glory of God. Congratulations,
final of 2025 MPS Media Poetry Challenge. How does it feel to arrive in the final? You are a king. You are a DPO. You are Fulani. But now, you are a finalist. Look at your judges. Oh my God.
Through many years, in many ways, I have seen His faithfulness ever and ever. Yeah. Congratulations, I have seen the glory of God. Congratulations, He has done it for me, and I have come back.
Now, let's hear from the first finalist in this competition. Usman, you can go. The rest, Kuje, and Wenshi. No, Bandaku. Wencha. You are the first finalist in this competition. You are Terry. Did you expect it?
Gaskiya, to be sincere today, I didn't expect it all. That's what even made me surprised. I think like my performance was very poor, the drama, and sometimes even the people that are making the drama for me has skipped some lines for me. So actually, I don't have any hope about today.
He didn't expect it, but it happened to him. This is judgment, and we are going to announce these results publicly, everyone to see the tally, because the gap was not that wide, it was very, very close. And I congratulate Dr. Mariam, the girl on fire, the hijabi poet, the Zainab Lord Kabir. You are amazing. You have done very well. And I promise you, you are not out of this competition. You can still come back. You can still be in the final. And you know what to do. Ladies and gentlemen, you audience, if you want to get these people back in this competition, you follow this link and bring them back in this competition so that you see them in the final. But now, let's appreciate them, the three of them, as they take their leave. Thank you so much. What do you have to say to all the audience that cheer for you and your performance so far? And what should we expect from you in the final?
Alhamdulillah. Now God is to say thank you very much. I really appreciate, and it's always a surprise. So be anticipating for the surprise.
Yeah, I can see that you are not the winner yet, but you are in the finalist. So his title, so media guys correct it. He is not the winner yet. He is a finalist. He's the first finalist of this competition. Let's appreciate Usman Abubakar Eradua.
Them say, them tell you say you can never be the one. But God say,
now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we can do from Team A. We have had a performance from Team B. The results for Team B will be the first thing to announce when we return from the prayer break. We now take the remaining teams as well. Thank you so much. See you after the break.
This is MPS Media Poetry Challenge in Katsina. Doing it for peace and unity and for the culture of Katsina. In the heart of our land, a new dream begins. Voices rising strong, carried by the winds. From street to global stage, taking Katsina to the world. Kasi hamwa karizibe, da Katsina yau za mu san su ne. Ka iya wa karizibe, yau duniya za ta ganka ne. In kin iya wa karizibe, to yau da marki ne. This is MPS Media Poetry Challenge.
1, 2. Okay, the contestants. Dala su zo su anshi lunch. Contestants. Su zo su ganni su anshi lunch. Dala. Chip din duka. Contestants. Yes, lunch. Guys, can wurin.